Two people are facing drug charges after an investigation in Ellsworth. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. Authorities have identified the person killed in a fire in Medibemps, and a reward is being offered for information about dead deer in Washington County. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Thank you very much. We started off our morning very warm in the mid-40s here in Bangor. You can see some temperatures close to 50 along your coastline, but much different up north for today. Low to mid-30s for you in areas like Clayton, Lake Greenville, and Millinocket. So a little bit cooler up north, but our highs reach near 50 degrees, but they're slowly going to continue to fall throughout the rest of the day as well. Going into your Thanksgiving, though, don't fret. Temperatures still are going to be hanging out in the mid-40s, even after a cold front passes through for tonight. So some scattered showers out there for today, but some dry hours as well. More increased precipitation heads into tonight. You see right around 2:30 to 4 a.m. We'll see some rain that could possibly transition into snow, especially further north. You'll definitely see some snow up near Presque Isle heading into your Thursday morning. But here we are for today. The winds are pretty light out there, and they're going to stay light throughout much of the daytime hours. But as we head into tonight, that cold front passes through, and we can see some gusts reaching up to 20 to 25 miles per hour in the Bangor region. So your hour-by-hour forecast of the show today, lots of cloud cover. Now, the showers are here and there. We'll see plenty of dry hours for today, so if you have any plans, don't cancel them. You can still get out this afternoon and evening, but you will see some rain making its way in tonight. Temperatures still going to be pretty warm, but we'll be falling into the upper 30s with temperatures closer to freezing up north. You have that better chance for some rain transitioning into snow overnight into your Thanksgiving morning.
Thank you, Chase. A woman accused of killing her mother-in-law in New Hampshire earlier this year has been arrested in Southwest Harbor. 55-year-old Danielle Kelson was arrested on a fugitive from justice charge and is being held at the Hancock County Jail. Police in Exeter, New Hampshire say she's charged with second-degree murder after an investigation into the death of 88-year-old Janet Kelson. She died by blunt force trauma to her head. Danielle Kelson has also been charged with wiretapping and eavesdropping.
A lot of different reports that needed to be looked at, different examinations that need to be made to not only physical evidence, but also with regards of examining individuals, stories. Somebody might say one thing. What's important is to go ahead and vet that to find out is there corroborative evidence that what they're saying is in fact true, and that takes time.
Agati says in this case, the murder took place in February and the arrest warrant was issued in November. Kelson is scheduled for an extradition hearing in Ellsworth on December 10th. Two people are facing charges after a drug investigation in Ellsworth. Ellsworth police say they received reports of suspicious activity taking place in and around a room of a local short-term rental facility. During their investigation, they learned the room was rented to 35-year-old Alyssa Powell, who was a transient. Officials also learned that Powell had 3 warrants for her arrest for not appearing in court. Police say they contacted Powell and her companion, 55-year-old Daryl Thurston of Trenton, and drugs were discovered. Ellsworth police officers seized nearly 110 grams of suspected fentanyl powder and just over 85 grams of suspected cocaine base. Powell was arrested for outstanding warrants and charged with trafficking in drugs, aggravated trafficking, and violation of conditions of release. Thurston was charged with trafficking and aggravated trafficking in drugs. The investigation is ongoing. Police say further charges may be pending. Authorities say one person has been killed and police are still searching for the man who fled after a single vehicle crash on Interstate 95 in Clinton. It happened Tuesday morning. According to Maine State Police, a vehicle traveling northbound near mile marker 138 left the roadway and entered a ditch area before going airborne over the median crossover and striking a tree. First responders located a critically injured passenger and began life-saving measures. Officials say the passenger was transported to a local hospital but succumbed to their injuries. The Clinton Police Department says the man who fled the scene is wanted for questioning. The driver is described as wearing a black hoodie and carrying a backpack and has injuries to his face. Police say they spent the day searching the area of the Hinckley Road from the interstate to Bell Squeeze Road, but they were unable to locate the driver. Authorities say if you see someone matching the description, do not approach and call 911 immediately. State Police is asking anyone who may have witnessed the crash or has information regarding the driver to contact Bangor State Police in Bangor at 207-973-3700. Investigators are trying to find the cause of a structure fire that destroyed a home in the town of Roxbury. It was reported Monday afternoon around 2 o'clock on the Horseshoe Valley Road. Officials say the building was fully involved with flames when the crews arrived on the scene. Fortunately, no injuries are reported. State fire marshals have determined it started somewhere around the home's wood stove. Officials suspect it was a chimney-related issue. They say it's a reminder to inspect and maintain wood stoves and chimneys to reduce the risk of fire during heating season. A structure fire at an abandoned home in Augusta is under investigation. According to the Department of Public Safety, just after 3:20 during the afternoon of November 22nd, multiple reports were made of a structure fire at 33 Pike Street. One caller reported seeing 3 males running from the property and provided updated locations to dispatchers. Responding crews were able to quell the flames with no reported injuries. Officials say the home sustained significant damage from the fire. The origin of the fire was determined to be a 20-pound propane tank attached to a heater. The supply holes of the heater came in contact with a lit candle and ignited the fire. According to the Department of Public Safety, all of the individuals present at the time of the fire have been identified and interviewed. No charges have been filed, but the situation is under investigation and criminal charges may be possible. The victim of a deadly Washington County fire has been identified. According to the Department of Public Safety, on November 16th, crews were called to 624 Main Street for a structure fire. When crews arrived, they found the home fully engulfed in flames and that the fire had spread to a car and the driveway. After the fire was put out, investigators from the fire marshal's office found the remains of a male inside the home. The state medical examiner's office identified those remains as the homeowner, Vincent Dineen. The cause of the fire is undetermined due to the extent of damage caused by the fire. Maine Secretary of State has joined with those from 9 other states to demand answers from the Department of Justice. They sent a letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi and Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem to ask how data will be used. Maine is one of multiple states that received a demand for an unredacted voter registration list earlier in the year and has refused to provide the personally identifying information for nearly 1 million Mainers. Secretary of State Shannon Bellows issued a statement that says, quote, "The Department of Justice hasn't shown any compelling reason for wanting the sensitive voter information of every American. They can't even get their stories straight about what they plan to use it for or who will have access, and their demands appear to violate federal privacy laws and the Constitution." The Maine Warden Service is looking for information on dead deer found in Washington County, and there is a reward. Maine Operation Game Thief is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to a conviction in any of the 5 deer shot and left to waste in the Cherryfield area. They say a 4-point buck was shot in the Harrington area in September. A 6-point buck was killed in Du Bois in the first week of October, and a doe in Township 18 MDBPP later that month. A fawn buck was left dead in Cherryfield in November, and a large buck was shot and left with the antlers cut off in Du Bois in November. They're asking anyone with information to contact them at 1-800-ALERT-US or submit an anonymous tip at maineogt.org. You can also contact your local public safety dispatch center. Middle school students in Winterport spent the day yesterday exploring various career paths through an event organized by its students. Our Grace Blanchard has more.
From first responders to healthcare, students at the Samuel L. Wagner School are learning about the careers Maine has to offer from the professionals themselves.
This is so good for our kids to know what is out there, and some of the careers are really unique.
The middle school students spent Tuesday going from classroom to classroom, hearing presenters from various professions during the school's first career symposium.
They've got somebody in front of them that they can ask questions and explore a little bit more, something that they want to know or something they're already interested in or even not interested in.
A group of 8th graders took the lead in organizing the symposium after being inspired by a health class discussion about lifelong learning.
It feels good and also a little nerve-wracking that we were able to make a big symposium for the entire student body.
It's important that you can understand what you're going for and what your career you want, because that's what you're going to be doing, hopefully, for the rest of your life if you really enjoy it.
Some of the presenters say efforts like this are vital to help address Maine's aging workforce and shortages.
We really need help at the volunteer level for all the towns because everybody is so short-handed, so that's why we're trying to promote this to the school.
I just hope that overall they understand there's a community out there that wants to support them and sees them very successful.
In Winterport, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the torch for the 2026 Winter Olympics has started its journey. We'll be right back.
Winterport Sheds now offers home kits ranging in size up to 2,300 square feet. Our homes are built with 2x6 studs and can be fully customized with options for siding, windows, doors, and floor plans. Best of all, they are energy efficient and affordable. Our home kits typically cost 30 to 50% less than conventional construction homes. Only at Winterport Sheds. Give us a call today, 990-2525.
We can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
Don't get cold feet this winter. Stay warm and dry with high-performance footwear from Comfort Shoes and More. With an extensive selection of winter boots rated from 0 to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll find comfort in knowing your feet will be warm in any weather. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear with grippers built right into the sole. With boots in stock up to 6E and size 17 for men and women. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer.
And some call me the King.
There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer.
You're gripping a pumpkin spice latte, watching the home game on a Friday night. Earlier, you took the kids apple picking and almost made it through the corn maze. It's that time of year. Shorter days, cooler nights. Valley Home Services believes the comfort and warmth of home means more on nights like these. Comfort and warmth that comes from Fujitsu heat pumps. Valley Home Services has the most reliable choices for heating and cooling your home or business. Ditch the worry of heating bills and power outages all season long with Valley Home Services. Go ahead, embrace the comfort.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The FBI has opened an inquiry into 6 Democratic lawmakers after they posted a video urging members of the military to defy legal orders. President Trump immediately called for these lawmakers to face arrest and trial. ABC's Christiane Cordero has details from Washington.
That is not how our democracy works, and we cannot go down that slippery slope.
Today, 6 Democratic lawmakers are pushing back against President Trump's claims that this video shared last week warrants their arrest.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
The president accused the Democrats of seditious behavior punishable by death. The FBI is now looking to interview all 6 of the lawmakers in the video, including Senator Alyssa Slotkin, a former CIA analyst, according to multiple sources familiar with the situation.
The president's reaction and the use of the FBI against us is exactly why we made the video. He believes in using the federal government against his perceived adversaries.
The CIA accused Slotkin of using her intelligence credentials to advance a malicious and disingenuous political agenda. And now Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is zeroing in on Senator Mark Kelly, ordering the Navy Secretary to launch a formal review for what he claims is potentially unlawful conduct. Senator Kelly, a retired Navy captain, is the only one of the 6 lawmakers under the military's jurisdiction. Kelly on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
He can go after me under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which is the law in the military, which is kind of wild because we recited something in the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and he's going to prosecute me under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. It is so ridiculous. It's almost like you can't make this up.
Hegseth gave the Navy Secretary until December 10th to complete his review of Kelly's comments. Each of the lawmakers stands by the video, insisting the law is on their side. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Questions over whether Russia is serious about a peace deal are mounting in Europe. The European Union's top diplomat said Wednesday that Moscow doesn't appear ready for a deal with Ukraine, despite ongoing negotiations initiated by President Trump's peace plan.
An immediate and unconditional ceasefire must be the first step to ending the war. But right now we see zero indication that Russia is ready for a ceasefire. Russia is not winding down its military machine, but ramping it up. We still need to get from a situation where Russia pretends to negotiate to a situation where they need to negotiate.
She added that more pressure on Russia, such as more sanctions and seizing frozen assets, are needed to push Russia to the negotiation table. Thanksgiving travel is intensifying as storms across the country throw a monkey wrench into travel plans for millions of Americans.
This morning, 2 storm systems sweeping across the country, bringing snow, rain, and severe weather, near whiteout conditions in the Midwest. An estimated 73 million people are expected to hit the roads.
For the holidays, it's always bad.
In Virginia, portions of I-95 south of Richmond shut down Tuesday after a tractor-trailer crashed and caught fire. The driver escaping with non-life-threatening injuries. From coast to coast, millions of Americans are on the move for the holidays, but rough weather already causing turbulence.
Very, very busy.
Either go early or go later.
We're going to get there when we get there.
In Atlanta, the control tower evacuated as winds up to 60 miles per hour moved in, grounding flights at the world's busiest airport.
The tower is evacuating and going down to minimal staffing due to a possible tornado over the airport.
2026 Winter Olympics started its journey Wednesday. A ceremony in the Greek town of Olympia moved indoors due to heavy rain. The flame is now traveling around Greece before heading to Italy next week for a 2-month relay around the country.
Over the next few weeks, the Olympic flame will pass through all the Italian provinces, 60 cities, 300 towns, 20 regions, and all the UNESCO sites. It will travel from the northern peaks to the southern shores, carried by 10,001 proud torchbearers.
From Athens, the flame will then be flown to Italy for the domestic torch relay stretching around 7,500 miles across the country. The journey will be concluded in Milan when the torch will be carried into the stadium on the evening of February 6th, kicking off the opening ceremony of the Winter Games. After the break, we'll tell you about a restaurant that's helping students get experience. We'll have details when we return.
Black Friday, Dorsey Furniture is doing something they've never done before. That's right, 50 items at 50% off list for Black Friday. From flex steel sofas to solid wood dining room sets, luxury mattresses, and more. If it's one of the 50, it's 50% off. But when those 50 items are gone, they're gone.
I'm Todd from Dorsey Furniture. For over 50 years, our family has delivered quality home furnishings. And this Black Friday, we're still making furniture history. 50 items at 50% off. Come early before someone else takes your deal home.
Orpheus was a poor boy, but he had a gift to give. And Eurydice was a young girl, but she'd seen how the world was. She fell in spite of herself, in love. Just how far would you go for her?
Maine's largest network of parts is your local Milwaukee headquarters with deals that work as hard as you do, like the Milwaukee 7-piece combo kit, drills, impact driver, and more. Only $8.49 for serious cutting. Milwaukee's chainsaw tears through logs with gas-like performance. No fumes, no hassle. Keep warm and safe with Milwaukee's heated gear for any occasion, and help Maine vets stay warm when you purchase a Maine Veterans Project logo at any of their 30 locations. Coastal Auto Parts, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. We are this year's proud sponsors of the Salvation Army Christmas Toy Drive. Each year, the Salvation Army collects interesting, new, unopened, and unwrapped toys to ensure that every good boy and girl receives a gift on Christmas morning. This year, the need is greater than ever. We invite you to join with Santa, his elves, and all the rest of us to make this possible by bringing your gift for a good girl or boy to the Salvation Army Family Store at 585 Broadway in Bangor and placing it under the tree. From there, Santa, his elves, and the Salvation Army will make sure our donated gifts are wrapped and delivered to a good boy or girl in time for them to open on Christmas morning. Together, we can be the blessing to make a child's Christmas merrier and New Year happier.
When it comes to Thanksgiving, I'm a big believer that you don't want to mess with the basics. Like, I would never serve a lasagna instead of a turkey on that day. And next to the bird, you gotta have mashed potatoes and some sort of stuffing. But beyond that, in my book, it's okay to try something new with the sides. So this year, instead of serving the classic creamy green bean casserole, how about swapping it for a lighter and flavor-packed option that will be very welcome? We start by cooking some fresh green beans in a pot of boiling water until they're tender, yet still crisp. While they drain, in the same pot, we melt some butter and stir in some fresh lemon juice, a good amount of slivered garlic, a bit of capers if we want, and some salt and pepper. Now the green beans go back in the pot and we'll toss them until they're well coated and infused with all that goodness. When these get passed around the table with all the other fill-you-up favorites, they'll be a welcome change. To get the recipe for our lemon garlic green beans, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a lighter and brighter way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
The culinary students at UTC in Bangor are feeding their passion for cooking while also getting real-life experience thanks to the school's on-site restaurant that's open to the public. Our Jody Hersey takes us there.
Usually both rooms are full.
Culinary Delights is a longtime Bangor restaurant that you may never have heard of. That's because this small, intimate eatery is tucked inside the United Technology Center building on the Hogan Road. It's open to the public on Thursdays for a meal that is designed, prepared, and plated by high school students in the culinary arts program.
The menu changes every week. We have 2 entrees, 2 appetizers, and 2 desserts. And it's a completely student-run restaurant. We're a licensed restaurant, and they learn everything from knife skills right to dishwashing and doing the laundry.
On the day we stopped by, these chefs in the making were serving either barbecue ribs or salmon with red potatoes and Brussels sprouts.
I was doing a lot of expediting at first, and then I started making meats and appetizers and desserts.
So like we get to do like a bunch of different things. We've like seared meat before, beef, everything like that. So we do like all of it.
Russ Flewelling, the culinary arts chef, says this restaurant has been in operation since he was a student here over 30 years ago. It can accommodate up to 60 people. Oftentimes it fills up so fast that customers are turned away. What's your favorite meal that you've had here?
I'm going to say the ribs, the prime rib at Christmas. The prices are great for the food you get.
Flewelling says he makes sure not a morsel is wasted.
At the end of the day, the students get to buy the food at a severe discount. So they get to try lots of stuff, along with trying stuff as the week goes on.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
When we return, Chase Ropanak has your 5-day forecast.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
Keep your feet on the ground, they said. So many people have told you you can't. They say you don't listen. So you don't listen to them. You rise to your moment. It feels like every idea is crystal clear. It feels like every line, every angle is perfect. It feels like you are at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer.
And some call me the King.
There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer. Hey, what the?
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
People are traveling for the holiday. Let's check with Chase Ropenack to see what kind of weather they can expect. Chase?
Thank you very much. Your main weather today is brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. Make your house a home and shop for all your living room needs at the Furniture Gallery. The Furniture Gallery is a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, and Windham. All right, so we started off this morning with temperatures in the mid-40s, warmer than average for sure. Some areas even close to 50 along your coastline, but much different up north. Greenville, Millinock, and Holton all just a degree above freezing and a degree below freezing in Clayton Lake this morning. And highs reach near 50 degrees while they're slowly falling throughout the rest of the day. A cold front's going to pass through for tonight, but don't fret. Your Thanksgiving, you're still going to be hanging out in the mid-40s. Won't be seriously cold for your holiday, but temperatures still up north. Can be hanging out in the mid to upper 30s for areas like Clayton Lake and Caribou. Not too bad for your Thanksgiving, right? But average highs this time of year are right around the low 40s, so we're going to be above average for today, but those temperatures are falling now. You're seeing throughout your Thursday, still a little bit above average, but check out your weekend for Saturday. Highs dropping into the mid-30s. Then we got another low pressure system on the way, bringing those highs back into the mid-40s. That's going to hit late into your Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday, temperatures slowly fall back in your average in the low 40s. So as you see out there for today, winds have been light, and they're going to continue to stay light for the next few hours. Here's right around 4 p.m. Still very light winds, but as we get into tonight, a cold front is going to pass through, and you'll see winds gusting near 20 to 25 miles per hour in the Bangor region. That'll continue into your morning and afternoon, even head into your Thursday night. It'll be here and there, but still expect some gusty winds that can reach up to 20 plus miles per hour. So out there for today, we've seen some scattered showers, and now we're going to see some dry hours as well throughout the next few hours of your daytime for today. But into tonight, more rain is on the way. You're going to see it scattered at first, and then right around 4 a.m., you're going to get that chance for some snow further north of Bangor. Not expecting much here, but up into Presque Isle by the early morning hours for your Thanksgiving, you'll see some nice snowfall out there, and it could be thick and wet too. But for Thanksgiving afternoon, we're clearing out. A few sprinkles or flurries as you head further north, but you will see some sunshine here for the holiday, and temperatures still hanging out in the mid-40s. Now, a different story for your Friday. Looks like another chance for some rain and snow. A weaker system may move through, and that may bring those rather later into the day than early in the morning. So for today, highs have already reached near 50 degrees. We got some scattered rain showers out there, but of course, dry hours as well. Winds are light, but that wind will pick up tonight. You'll see lows in the upper 30s with those rain and snow showers moving across the state. For tomorrow, you'll see highs in the mid-40s for your Thanksgiving, partly cloudy with a few sprinkles or flurries possible, and those winds can pick up gusting near 25 miles per hour. Here's a look at your extended forecast. You can see temperatures will fall into your Friday with another chance for rain and snow. Going into your weekend, we'll stay dry Saturday, but cool, highs in mid-30s. Those temperatures warm up, especially into your Sunday evening with another chance for rain and snow.
Thank you, Chase. A four-legged fugitive on the run. This horse leading police on a foot chase down a street. Police were called out to Hunter Woods in Monroe Township, New Jersey last Friday after neighbors reported a horse on the loose. Officer Oleno found the horse, but when he approached, the horse took off, leading the officer on a brief foot chase. Thanks to the officer's sprinting abilities and help from others, the horse was finally caught and returned to his owners. And this turtle is enjoying a Thanksgiving treat a little early. The giant river turtle named Yam received a sweet potato pie before Thanksgiving Day. A worker at the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago mashed a sweet potato and topped the pie with yellow peppers, apples, and bananas. Although aquarium officials say pies are nothing new for giant river turtles there, they get them throughout the year so caretakers can track their nutritional intake. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6. Be safe if you're traveling and have a great afternoon.